Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, naririnig ka.
Okay, thank you so much. Ang gagamitin ko na lang yung laptop ko at
Nagsa-start na ba? Di ba hindi pa?
We will be starting at exactly 3 p.m. Alright, so good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the Visionaries. It is currently 3 o'clock p.m. and the time has now come for our second live stream event. Woo!
Woo! Ayan! So, handa na ba kayo guys? Kasi wala kayong choice kasi magsisimula na kami. Eme lang. Basta make sure nyo na comfortable na kayo ngayon cause matagal-tagal tayong magchichikahan today.
So, Lane, Thor, kumusta naman kayo? Mainit rin ba dyan?
Kung alam nyo lang, grabe ang init dito. Kaya talaga always stay hydrated dito sa bahay. Kasi nakakaano kasi yung ngayon, yung panahon yung nakakamatay. But anyways, how about you, Thor? Mainit rin ba dyan?
Yeah, it's super hot. There's actually a fan in front of me right now. But I still feel super excited for today's topic and especially to chat with our special guests.
As you should, Thor.
Ayan.
Now, we're going to be revealing our guest speakers in just a moment, but let us first introduce ourselves. So everyone, I am Sean, and along with my partners Lane and Thor, we will be your speakers for today representing the Visionaries. Woo!
Woo!
However, let's not forget our lovely tech team working behind the scenes. Let's give it up for Ken, Shiloh, and Joy who are currently in charge of managing our slides, audio, and visuals.
Ayan! Now, for the moment of truth. So, sino nga pa ang i-interviewin namin for today? So, drum roll please. Tug, 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 tug. Ayan! So, our guest speaker, or should I say, speakers for the Visionaries second live stream is Ashley Patrimonio and Matthew Galang. Woo! Woo! Ayan, so kilala naman na natin si Ash, of course, as one of our grade 9 batch representatives, and of course, Matt as the winner of Mr. Universality 2024. Yan. Okay, so, pero bago ang lahat, Ash and Matt, would you like to introduce yourselves as well? State your name, age, and an interesting fact about you. Ayan. So, go guys.
Matthew? Pwede mo to go first.
You decide.
Ako na lang. I am Ashley CBB Patrimonio. I am 14 years old, and an interesting fact about me is that I like studying random subjects when I feel like it. But if I don't like the subject, I won't really study it.
Grabe, pang matalino naman pala yung fact ni Ash. Okay, so let's hear from Matthew naman.
Okay, so I guess you know me naman. I am Noah Sakata. I am currently 15, turning 6 in November. And an interesting fact about me is like, I really like scenic views, like I have one right now.
Okay, thank you for that short introduction, Ash and Matt. So, ngayon nakilala niyo na kami, let's first have a short icebreaker. So guys, maglalaro tayo ngayon ng Never Have I Ever. I'm sure alam niyo naman na yung game na to, but for those who are not aware, we will be showing a statement or situation on screen. And if nagawa niyo na yung mga bagay na yon, send a thumbs up emoji in the chat box. And if not, send a thumbs down emoji naman. Siyempre, need you rin i-explain why you chose to do it or why hindi pa. So, maglalaro rin tayo, Lane and Thor. And if you'd like, Ash and Matt, pwede rin kayo mag-join sa chat box natin dito. So, may attention sa nasa screen. Ready na ba ang lahat?
Yes! Woo! Let's go, guys!
Okay. Let's go to the first statement na. Next slide, please. Ayan. So, share your answers on the count of 3. Never have I ever used technology to do my schoolwork. So, general lang to, any sort of technology. 3, 2, 1, go! Yan. I see a lot of thumbs up. Hold on, I'll also try to join our live stream.
Ako din.
See the chat. Ayan. So, I see a lot of answers here sa chat namin. But, do we have any answers dito sa chat sa mismong stream? Okay, for now, let's discuss muna yung answers natin dito. So, I saw Thor, nag-thumbs up ka. Can you specify kung anong klaseng technology na yung nagamit mo?
I use a lot of kinds of technology during schoolwork, like the laptops, phones. Like I sometimes use computers. I use apps like Google Docs, Slides, and Canva for most of my schoolwork.
Okay, I mean, I feel like that's a given naman since for APEC, requirement rin na meron tayong digital literacy. So, let's now move on to the second statement. Lane, go ahead.
Okay, so for our second statement, never have I ever used any AI app for school. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go guys. Be guys be real kasi basta be real lang.
Thumbs down tayo from Matthew.
Ito sagot ko.
Thumbs up si Lane. How about from our tech team, JB, Shiloh? Pwede rin kayo mag-react.
Wow.
Thumbs up for JB. Thumbs up rin for Shiloh. I feel like kanina pang pinag-iisipan ni Ash yung sasagot niya. Okay, thumbs up rin for Ash. Okay, this is fine naman na we use AI kasi okay lang naman as long as it's balanced, di ba? So we'll be discussing this shortly during our mismong Q&A. In the chat, I see na nag-thumbs up rin si Paula. I see a thumbs up from Paula. Okay. Now, we'll learn more about this later during the discussion part of our stream. Now, let's move on to the third statement. Next slide. Ayan. Never have I ever used AI because I was lazy. Again, let's be honest here. Okay lang naman because I feel like most of us have experienced this naman with AI. Now, 3, 2, 1, go. Thumbs up from Ash, from JB Lee, Shiloh. Okay, halos lahat. Okay lang. Ako rin naman. Usually yung ginagamit ko is like kapag paborito ko talaga yung Quillbot, guys. Tsaka for citations, kapag kailangan APA, may mga generator ako dyan. About ikaw, Lane?
Hindi. Ako, Grammarly siguro.
Grammar,
Kasi,
oo.
sobrang baba ko. My God, sa spelling. Kaya minsan, syempre, no choice. Ayun. Ayan.
I feel like, is Thor here na ba? Kasi may connectivity issues daw siya kanina.
I'm here.
Thor, you here?
Yeah, carry on.
Ayan. Have you, what's your answer to the statement?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. Okay. Now, let's move on to the fourth statement. Lane, go ahead.
Yan, okay. So, last na is, never have I ever used AI to help me write an essay. Okay, guys, so help lang hindi yung AI yung mismong gamit. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and go. Ito ako.
Thumbs down. Sure ka?
Oo, te.
I think for me, thumbs down sa mismong essay. Pero for parang spelling, tsaka sa, like I said, citations, AI can be really, really helpful for that. Ayan. Okay. Go ahead, Thor.
Huh? Oh. Okay. So I think everyone is already aware naman now what we are going to talk about today. In today's stream, we are going to discuss AI, particularly its integration in education. We are going to be I am sure that we are all excited to hear from our guests now. So, without further ado, let's begin our first topic of discussion today, Ash and Matt's personal understanding of AI. To discuss, let's lend the mic over to Lane. Lane, take it away.
Ayan. So, hi Ash and Matt. Okay. So, before tayo mag-proceed sa first question, how are you guys doing naman? Are you guys okay ba? Ganon.
Yeah. Apo, ate.
Ayan. Okay. So, ikaw, Matt. How about you?
I think okay naman. I think so.
Ayan. Okay. So, good to know. Okay. So, my first question for you guys is, what comes to your mind when you hear AI? So, magsimula muna tayo kay Ashley.
ChatGPT.
Ba naman? It's the same answer as mine.
Oh, ikaw naman. What? Chat GPT?
For AI, it's ChatGPT immediately.
How about you, Matt?
It's the same as mine for ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie. I have used a lot of AI for my schoolwork, OA, and workspace activities. But I found out that they're really helpful because it's kind of really stuff for me. But it really defeats the purpose of learning.
Ayan. Thank you, Mata. Ako sa true lang, pag sinabi talagang AI, ang pumapasok talaga sa isip ko is robots. Robots or kaya naman si Elon Musk. Kasi syempre ako, for me kasi, pag sinabing AI, all I think of is, mga high technology, mga ganun, basta mga advanced, diba? Ayan, so okay, thank you Ash and Matt. Let's now proceed to the second question. So, as a student, has AI ever influenced you in a way na nag-iba na yung perspective mo sa mga bagay? It can be, guys, it can be sa life, sa ACADS, or basta anything. So, let's first start with Ashley.
I think it's changed the way students think of the way the way they do their education because now they have access to AI, which gives them the ideas that they need for their essays, sometimes a thesis. So sometimes their creativity is getting getting pushed back because they aren't really thinking of their own ideas due to the fact that they have access to AI now.
Ayan, okay, thank you Ash. Si Matt naman, ikaw, ano masasabi mo?
For me, sa AI, yes, my perspective in academics has changed. Kasi before I was using AI, I was very struggling about my academics course. And mahirap, of course. But Ashley taught me about AI, and parang gumaling akad ko more and more. And that's all, yes.
Okay, thank you for that, Matt. Can you explain or parang further mo pa yung sinabi mong in-introduce sa'yo ni Ash yung AI? In what way? Or parang ano yung siguro ano yung platform na in-introduce niya sa'yo?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT
Taught me that
din.
for, yes, taught me that for OA mostly, but
Oo, OAs talaga.
parang explain ko siya more, parang explain ko siya more as parang as helping tool for my IPPA.
IPBAs trained and OAs. So what I got was through AI, you're able to parang use it as a tool para mas ma-improve mo pa yung performance mo when it comes to parang academic tasks like that. So Ashley naman, you also mentioned yung sa creativity na nababawasan yung creativity nila. So do you have parang what can you say sa mga teachers? How can they lessen the parang likelihood na ma-misuse ng mga students nila yung AI?
They can't really stop the students from using AI since they don't really have control of the devices. But I think the best thing they can do is encourage the students to use their own personal ideas rather than what's online because people have gotten used to that where they just search it up and they don't fully understand or comprehend it. But if you use your own knowledge and give time to the subject, then they'll be able to think more about the topic and create more ideas for the other people.
Okay, thank you for that. Aside from losing creativity, I want to hear this from both of you, Rina. Aside from losing creativity, what do you think are other drawbacks kapag masyado tayo nagre-rely on AI? So si Matt muna for this question.
For me, I think parang it's the process of learning because you're always relying on AI to get for all of your answers.
Is it possible to repeat? Medyo muffled yung audio mo on my end.
I'm sorry kasi I'm on about it, pero it really defeats the purpose of learning. And parang you're always relying on AI to get all of your answers.
It defeats the purpose of learning kasi pag nagre-rely ka lagi on AI, you're not able to use your own ideas na. So that's similar rin to what Ashley said. So, bukod pa doon, Ash, do you have any other examples rin?
I think in the livelihood, some people think that like they can like AI can replace the workers, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, cause from what I've seen on TikTok and other social medias, there's artists complaining that like there's AI that's stealing art. So the AI is not creating originality; it's just taking original work and creating into a new piece. So I don't think that AI can take over what people are doing currently because humans are harder to understand than what people think.
I agree. Personally, as an artist, rin, I like to draw a lot. So, I also encounter the issue na minsan, there be people using AI to make art tapos they're going to pass it as their own. That's like the main issue na napapansin ko when it comes to using AI. It's not very ethical daw. And I totally understand that because yun nga, kapag palagi ka nag-rely on AI, especially when it comes to art and other creative outlets, parang um, there's no originality na. So, in the end, hindi pwedeng i-replace ng original human work, ng AI ang original human work because there isn't the same authenticity na it's created by a real person with original ideas rin. So, ikaw, Lane, do you have any ideas pa ba to share about parang yung parang harmfulness ng AI?
Ayun nga, kagaya ng sinabi mo, if kasi pag, based from from my experience, like, I have this friend na, he always, palagi siyang umaasa sa AI. And parang, alam mo yun, as time goes by na, pag nasanay ka, naging habit mo na, may naman, like, may chat GPT naman, pwede naman gamitin yan. Parang kasing nawawalan ng, alam mo yun, hindi ka nagiging masipag. Like, parang, nasanay ka na, ayun nga, na umaasa ka na lang sa AI kasi nga, mas madali siya, ganun, which is wrong. And for me kasi, mas, nakakawalan kasi siya ng, nakakawalan siya ng knowledge, gano'n, if tama man yung sinabi ko. Pero, ayun, parang ayun din kasi yung isa sa mga pinaka-harmful, syempre AI kasi, isa din yun sa mga pinaka-harmful thing para sa mga students. I mean, nakadepende pa rin naman sa student kung paano nila gagamitin yung AI. Whether they'll use it in a good way or in a bad way.
Alright. Now, I think that sums up our first topic of discussion. Thank you, Ash and Matt, for your insight for the first section of our live stream. Now let's move on to the second topic. Let's go to the next slide. Ash and Matt's personal experiences in using AI in studying. So, we've already touched on this somehow, pero for this, we'd like to expound on what we've already touched on na. So, Thor, you have the floor for this.
Good afternoon again, Ash and Matt. So first, let's answer the main question. Could you share some of your own experience with using AI in your personal studying habits? Ash, you answer first.
I use AI, like, I mostly use Grammarly, Robot, like what Kuya and Ate said earlier, but I sometimes use ChatGPT, even though earlier I was saying that the creativity, like, sometimes doesn't get used. I do use it sometimes to get example ideas for the things I'm going to write, or if I'm having trouble understanding what's on the EG, I let it help me and further my understanding of it. As for other AI, I don't really remember using any more other than those three.
Oh, how about you, Matt? Do you have
Yes, I use a lot of AI. I'm not even gonna lie. So I use a lot of AIs for my schoolwork, mostly on IPBAs and OAs. I use ChatGPT, Merlin, Bard, Gemini, Copilot, and then some other AI for rephrasing as for like again, Skillbot, Grammarly, and such other stuff for AI.
Oh, okay. So, since you touched on the apps you use, would you guys recommend them to our dear viewers?
Recommend? I think what I can mostly recommend is Quillbot and Grammarly, because Grammarly helps you fix mistakes and sometimes gives you synonyms, and that's also like with Quillbot, except with Quillbot it's more of like if you paste the entire message there wholesome, but with Grammarly it's like when you're typing it's already helping you with your spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, and such.
Okay, how about for Matthew naman?
I don't really recommend AIs for schoolwork, but I recommend it like parang for if you need help on something na you can't really much do. Parang ganun, Grammarly, Quillbot, yes, it can help you rephrase your output on something, and parang fixing your mistakes on your grammar mostly.
Okay, thank you for that. So since you guys touched on parang yung possible uses nila, how do you think students can sort of balance using their own ideas tsaka using the help of AI? In what situations can they make sure na hindi sila totally nag-rely on artificial intelligence for their outputs? Either of you can start. Kayo na lang bahala mag-decide.
I think what they can do, like, you just have to know yourself when to stop and what are the limits when you are using AI. Because, of course, when you're just studying the EG, it's okay, but when you're doing it all the time and you're relying on it, and if you don't use it, you aren't gonna pass, then that's when you should stop. So, I think the only way a student can really control the way they use AI is by knowing in themselves when to stop and when should they start using their own ideas for their schoolwork.
Okay, now let's move on to Matthew's thoughts on this question.
To me, maybe limit the use of AI.
How do you think students can limit it? In what way? Parang do you have any techniques or tips para magawa nilang mabawasan yung paggamit nila ng AI?
Well, if they're really used to using AI, that's going to be hard, because if someone really relies on AI that much, it's going to be hard to separate them from AI. Kasi to me, parang kind of bit ganun ako, but I don't really rely that much on AI.
Okay, thank you for those answers for the both of you. I really like what Ashley pointed out kanina na students should know when and how to stop. Kasi that's something that APEC teaches us rin eh. For MCH, sa self-regulation, dapat we're able to identify kung ano yung mga dapat nating i-improve sa life natin and how we can improve it. So in the context of using AI, we should be aware of how to balance our use of AI and our own ideas so that in the end, ang nagagamit lang natin yung AI is to help us lang, just to give us a boost or assistance, and hindi tayo totally na nag-rely sa kanya. So Lane, would you like to share in some ideas on this topic?
Ayun, I also like what Ashley pointed out. Kasi kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, di ba? Actually, ako din naman, I don't rely on AI naman. But like, I use, kunyari, ChatGPT. Doon ako kumukuha ng reference. Pero, hindi ko doon mismo kinukuha yung sagot. Parang, okay, I use AI just to give me an idea, ganun. Kasi, hindi naman kasi, ngayon kasi sa Google, parang, sa AI kasi, mas mabilis na siya ngayon. So like, ayun, doon ako parang mas mabilis. Parang, it's a shortcut for me. Unlike sa magsi-search ka pa, gano'n ang, di ba, ang hassle. Tapos, ayun, every time I used AI, ginagamit ko nga siya sa reference. And, like, if ever na wala na talaga akong parang maisip na sagot, like, oh my God, ano bang isasagot ko? Parang, since sa AI kasi, summarize na lang yung sinasabi, yung lumalabas sa sagot doon. Parang, parang okay, mas naiintindihan ko siya ng mas madali. So, okay. Ayun, gagamitin ko yun na sa reference, diba? Tapos magsasummarize na ako ng just a few words lang naman. Ayun, I think that, ayun yung dapat na mga ginagawa ng mga karamihan. Hindi yung, kasi, ngayon kasi, nade-detect na kasi kung galing ba, kung AI ba talaga yung sagot mo, ganun. And, ang pangit naman kasi, like, if umaasa, like, lahat na lang ng bagay, aasa ka ba sa AI, ganun. We all know naman na hindi ka naman basta-basta dapat na kukuha na lang ng mga resources, tapos you'll claim it as your own, di ba? So, mas maganda pa rin talaga na ikaw, alam mo kung ano yung ginagawa mo, alam mo kung paano mo siya gagamitin.
Okay, I agree. I agree with a lot of what Lane said rin. Kumbaga parang ginagamit niya lang yung AI as a last resort. Parang pag wala na siya talaga maisip or wala na siyang magawa, then doon lang siya talaga kukuha ng help from artificial intelligence apps. So that shows na kaya niyang self-regulate, na i-control niya yung sarili niya from totally relying on AI apps to do her work. So, ayun, alright. Thank you for sharing that with us, to all of you guys who shared. I really enjoyed hearing about the more personal side rin to the both of you. So now we're on to our third and our final topic of discussion for today. Some of your definitive stance on using AI. So, dito i-discuss natin whether or not you totally agree or disagree with the use of AI. So, to discuss, it'll be me. So, hi guys again. Before we answer the main questions, gusto ko munang i-define yung pinaka-stance nyo talaga. Would you recommend AI, or is AI something that you agree with? So, in general muna, agree ba kayo with the use of AI? Just in general life. So, we'll start with Ash muna.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so can you expand then on that idea?
I agree with AI because unlike before where you had to like go to the library and have to look through like a lot of books just to search for what you want, at least now you have something to rely on to get immediately what you want. But of course, like I said earlier, limit it, and as you said as well, use it as a last resort. Because once everyone gets too relied on it, it's like no one will really have the ability to think. Like, it's like being too rely. It's like when you rely on a person too much. When you rely on a person too much, when you're without them, it's like you can't uphold yourself. But if you know how to stand by yourself, then you'll be okay. And that's like with AI. So even without AI, even without all this technology, without phones, you know that you can live and you can move forward with your life even without all these things and technology around you.
Okay, now let's hear from Matt. What is your stance on using AI? Do you agree or do you disagree?
To me, yes, I agree on AI because it has its cons and pros, and of course, we all know the pros and cons naman about AI.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, do you have any specific pros and cons now you would like to point out that is important for AI users to be aware of when using the apps that they use? If Matt can,
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. May pumasok kasi sa kwarto ko, but
It's okay.
yes, the pros and cons or of AI is let's start with the pros. So, let's take example of you're doing something at work or something at school, diba? And it could improve your educational outcome or understanding of the topic you're talking about and the efficiency of AI.
Okay, is that okay? Ayan. So thank you for sharing that with us, Matt. Now let's, I guess, specify. No, would you recommend students naman to use AI? Kasi kanina it was more general eh. It was more AI as a whole. Pero when it comes to academic AI apps such as specifically yung Quillbot or yung Grammarly or other apps like Wolfram Alpha or Bard, would you recommend that for, or would you encourage students to use that in their academics? We'll start with Ash.
I I'm not sure, but I think yes. Since, like I said earlier, it has given us an easier life, and it gives us easier access to knowledge. But the I think the student, as like I said earlier, should also know how to limit it. And I think the teachers and maybe family members can also encourage the student not to always use AI. I think sometimes the best way you can encourage a student is through art or something artistic, not only academic, like enroll the child into music lessons, art lessons, to push them away from the technology factor of the world.
Okay, thank you for that. I really like how you pointed out yung creativity, tsaka yung art, how you didn't just mention visual, pero pati na rin yung performing, such as with music. Kasi I feel like those are things that people tend to overlook. Parang they more focus on academics, such as, for example, yung STEM. They more focus on getting into STEM-related strands or courses, pero hindi na nila masyadong kino-consider yung more art-related, such as arts and design, or parang architecture pa nga minsan. So I really like how you emphasize that rin, especially for me, from the perspective of an artist rin. So, thank you for that, Ash. How about Matt? Would you like to share rin?
Yes. Of course, AI is a super smart AI. We all know that naman. AI could help you out with your school stuff, diba? It could help your homeworks, your OA, IPBA, your performance tasks, and almost everything na. It could rely on AI. But ayun, as I said, merong disadvantages for AI. Yun, so your creativity and parang it just make you lazy. Parang ganun, yes.
Okay, thank you for that. I like how mention mo yung benefits niya, especially from the perspective of us as APEC students. Pero na-remind mo rin na it's important to be self-regulate and to know na hindi tayo dapat laging nag-rely sa kanya. So how about our other hosts? Thor? Are you here na ba, Thor? I'm not sure if andito na si Thor. So, how about Lane?
Hello, ayan. So, wait lang. Medyo nawala ako sa question. Di ako nakaka-catch up. Ano ulit
Yung AI, would you recommend or would you encourage students to use AI? Yes or no lang?
Ay, bawal ba depends? Ay, siguro, magno-no na lang ako. Pero, siguro kung may depends man na option, ayun, sabihin ko depende. Kasi, depende kasi kung saan, di ba, kung, like, paano ba ko explain? Pero like, may mga, yun nga, kagaya sinabi ko, di ba, na, magagamit mo rin, kagaya nga sinabi ni Matt, like, you can use talaga AI for schools, ganun, but at the same time, if you keep relying on AI kasi, it'll make you less productive. Parang, magiging lazy ka pa nga, ganun eh. Kasi syempre, umaasa ka na, ayun, may ganito naman. Ayun, my answer is still no pa rin. Pero, ayun, depende pa din yun talaga. Kung saan yun gagamitin.
Okay, thank you for that. Personally, for me, siguro I would say yes, pero in moderation rin. Kasi, if you think about it, AI is everywhere. Pati nga, even apps such as Canva, that uses AI. Like, para ma-remove yung background sa mga images, kailangan ng AI. Or, such as yung sa animations, kailangan din ng AI. So, if you think about it, AI is everywhere. So, halos hindi mo na rin siya ma-escape. So, for me, I think na I would encourage students to use AI, pero to be reminded of the ethics. Ethics is something na really important, and it's something na parang yung pinaka-issue when it comes to AI for other people. Since people have issues when it comes to stealing work, such as yung sinabi nga ni Ash kanino when it comes to artwork, diba? People have used AI para gagawa sila ng AI art tapos ipapasa nila as their own even if hindi naman talaga sa kanila yun. So, I would encourage students to use it pero in moderation and with awareness rin sa ethicality, if that's even a word. Ethics nung AI app na ginagamit nila.
True.
So, alright. I think that this is an appropriate time to end this section of the stream today. Thank you, Ashley and Matthew, for your participation in our interview. It was truly an honor having you today here with the Visionaries. We truly learned a lot from your experiences with educational AI, and I hope that you experienced or that you enjoyed the experience as well. So, would you like to share some final messages to our viewers?
Thank you for inviting me to your stream. We are honored, and we hope that you pass this fourth quarter and enjoy your ball.
Alright, how about from Matthew? Can we hear from Matthew?
Thank you so much for having us here and inviting for a stream. And I hope sana na wag tayong babagsak for this quarter, of course, made up ng IPBA OAs. But I assure that I will not use AI for my IPBA because I know that lalong mabagsak if I use AI because I tried it and mahirap. It's so hard to revise na for your AI, for your IPBA.
So I can tell na Matthew learned it the hard way.
A lot talaga.
Oo. Aabangan ko yan. And sana pumasa rin kayo, of course. So, Thor, are you here na ba?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ayan, okay. You have the floor, Thor.
So that sums up the discussion portion of our live stream. Now let's begin the live Q&A. In this part of the stream, everyone is encouraged to ask questions to Ash and Matt regarding the topic. Of course, we would like to remind everyone to please observe courteousness and respect when asking questions. Questions unrelated to the topic will also not be entertained. So viewers, feel free to ask away.
Alright, so we'll be looking muna to the chat box ngayon in the live stream right now on YouTube for any questions that you may have. So, sa chat box, nakikita ko dito si Althea, nandito kanina si Harriet. May mga grade 9 nandito kanina eh. Nakita ko dito si DJ, si Francis. Do you guys have any questions ba for our speakers? So, I guess habang naghihintay muna tayo for them, I'll ask a question. Parang ano lang siya. Story time, I guess. What was your reaction? Parang, kasi medyo recent lang talaga nagiging popular yung paggamit ng AI. So, noon namang na-discover yung ChatGPT or yung Quillbot, ano yung parang naging reaction nyo or yung initial thoughts nyo when it comes to the use of that? Like, na-amaze ba kayo? Nalungkot ba kayo somehow? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts about okay, go ahead.
You go first.
So
Oh guys, huwag na maghayaan.
my thoughts about AI was pretty much shocking. Kasi when Ashley introduced me AI, parang nagulat ako, wow! I could do my ACADS work easy and parang ganun. But as soon as na-realize ko na, of course, hindi naman very, very accurate AI, parang hindi ako masyadong nag-rely for AI.
Okay, how about for Ash?
It was also introduced to me by some of my classmates, and I was shocked at first, and then when I used it, like, you can tell that it's, like, if you tell it to write something, you can really tell it's written by a computer because, like, the way, the tone of the writing is really something to look out for, because people have individual styles of writing, and then when you look at the computer, it's like very generic, like that. That's my reaction, shocked.
Thank you for that. I think that also answers yung question dito ni Harriet. Kasi she asked the question, what's the difference between an AI-generated essay and a written one? And based on Ashley's answer, I think you can tell na the difference talaga is in the tone. Kasi nga, people have like a very individual style of writing na you can tell na it's written by a person. But when it comes to AI, minsan
It's more
medyo
formal
halata.
kasi. Ganun.
Oo, more formal. Parang halata na computer yung gumawa.
Oo.
Based talaga sa tone niya. So thank you for that. I see another question here. I think galing to kay Kenneth. Do you consider AI as a way of cheating or as another way of learning? So let's start with Matthew naman.
To me, parang both. Para siyang
Both.
cheating and learning at the same time. Kasi you're getting that knowledge easily and mentioned efficiently. But of course, it's cheating if you're going to use that as an answer for your stuff or your schoolwork.
How about Ash? What do you think?
I think the same as Matthew, but I'm leaning more on not cheating, because if I keep mentioning it, like if you like use it while answering the EG, then not while answering the EG, while you're like scheming through the EG, then it's not really cheating. You're just trying to get a deeper understanding of it.
Okay, thank you for that. I see another question from Hart. This is a really good question. Since you mentioned yung difference sa style when it comes to writing ng AI tsaka ng tao, there's some AI rin kasi that can make your writing style more human. Para pwede mong i-request na
to humanize yung ano.
i-humanize mo yung style of writing. So, what can you say about that? Yung ganong klaseng AI?
I still think that it's still very different than human. Even if you try to humanize it, there is still very different ways of typing. Like sometimes when you write multiple letters to make your message look more friendly, or sometimes just a common typo or common writing mistakes like not capitalizing the I. Of course, the AI will automatically do that since it was what it was written to do. So I think you can still distinguish the difference between it by the tone, the writing, and just the grammatical errors of it.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, for this next question, I'd like to ask Matt naman. Kasi medyo naubusan na tayo ng time. Ang dami nating questions dito. So, Ash na kaklase namin. Ash asks, how do you feel about students that use AI in group works? Or, I guess, follow-up question, paano pwedeng i-address yun as a leader? Since, of course, Ash Patrimonio is class president. Tapos si Matthew naman, of course, parang spokesperson na rin siya since he won the pageant. So what can you guys say about students using AI in group work specifically?
Can you repeat the question? I can't really hear that much.
How do you feel about students using AI in group works specifically?
In group works, to me, parang it's like parang they're not putting effort in the group work, or let's just say the IPBA. It's like you're not putting work for your IPBA and just relying on parang ganun. AI.
Oh.
It's like parang you're not helping the group. Parang you're just letting the AI do the work for you, diba? But to me, meron ako mga group mates na ganun, and I could tell na no matter kung paano nila i-humanize it or rephrase it, kasi it lacks the emotion. Yun ang naano kasi. Nahalata ko siya. But yes, minsan nakagalit, but you have to be understandable. If meron silang reason, of course. But if they're just doing that out of their laziness, then of course, magalit ka.
I really like how you mentioned na yung emotion rin. Because that's also another thing that kapag nagbasa ka ng human written work tsaka ng AI written work, yung difference in emotion talaga when expressing a specific topic is also something na very obvious rin. Here's another question from Harriet. Daming question ni Harriet. When is using AI abusing? Wait, when is using AI abusing or parang cheating now? So I'll ask this to Ash naman.
I think it's cheating when it's during exams. Like you're doing that. You're using AI when you're doing your exam, your OA, and like what Matthew said earlier, the IPBA. That is when it's considered cheating because you're submitting an answer that is not your answer.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, this will be the last question na, well, we'll see if we have time pa. But another question, I think this is from Kenneth rin. What if naging doctor ka? Or let's say professional. What if naging professional ka? Tapos pumasa ka sa mga exam dahil lang sa AI. So this is a more of parang hypothetical lang. Kasi to be honest, I doubt na mangyayari to. But kasi AI is parang a lot of people are scared na AI or robots are parang taking over the world, diba? So what can you guys say about this issue? Either of you can answer that. Ayan. Si Matt. Would Matt like to share pa?
I guess matatakot ka na lang. Because yung bar exam or yung mga exam na yan is mostly it's because of or experience or kung paano may handle yung situation. Kasi example, you're a doctor, diba? And the situation is like going to operate on someone, diba? Parang ganun. I guess matatakot ka na lang.
Okay, I agree with that. I would be scared rin, to be honest. Kasi, of course, yung mga professional na to, we rely on them para sa araw-araw natin eh. Like, kahit yung mga simple things na meron tayo ngayon, most likely, dumaan pa yan sa professional para magamit natin siya. So, if gagamitin talaga ng professionals yung AI, I feel like that can be very harmful rin. Very dangerous to some extent. So, this will be, okay, I think ito na yung pinaka-last. Would you say that AI is a reliable source when it comes to doing work? Or or do you still have to proofread it before you submit it? We'll start with Ash na lang.
I think that you have to proofread it since AI doesn't give citations, unlike with your own research. So, yes, you can use the answer, but you have to make sure that everything that the AI says is correct.
Okay, how about for Matt naman?
I'm going same as Ashley because yes, you can. AI is very useful for work kasi you can. Wait lang, can you repeat the question again? Medyo nalilito rin ako eh.
Do you think that AI is a reliable source of information? Or kailangan mo pa bang i-proofread yung AI before you submit your work?
Of course, you need to proof your AI kasi sometimes, ayun, AI is not accurate or straight to the point, diba? And sabi ni Ashley, sometimes, wala ring mga sources, but you can request that to the AI na to get research from a specific website or just any website. But yes, kailangan mo talaga siyang i-proof check na if the AI's work is good or no.
Okay, I agree. Kasi I have experienced that rin. I have some classmates na mag-OA sila, tapos isasend nila sa akin yung answer na parang, Sean, nilagay ko sa AI, tapos mali naman yung sagot. Kasi, tama nga naman, it's not always accurate yung sinasabi ng AI. So, ikaw, Lane, may masasabi ka ba about that?
Wait lang, di ko ulit na-catch up. Natawa ako.
Is AI a reliable source of information ba?
Oo. Based from my experience. Kasi, like, kunyari, if kunyari magsa-search ako, let's say na lang sa Google. And like, parang if hindi ko maintindihan yung information provided doon sa Google, like, kunyari, parang, oh my God, masyadong mahaba, hindi ko magets talaga, I'll use AI na lang for like a more summarized explanation. Kasi, kagaya ng ginawa ko kahapon, since wala na akong hindi ko maasahan yung wiki talaga. So, ginamit ko ChatGPT. So, like, ako ng reproductive kineme, ganyan. And, ayun, nagets ko agad. Kaya, bugs, minasagot ako. So, yeah, for me, agree ako na AI is a reliable, din talaga, source. Basta as long as hindi mo siya, basta hindi ka dun, like, ano ba? Hindi ko ma-explain.
Hindi ka sobrang mag-rely sa kanya.
Oo, basta hindi ka aasa dun. Kagaya na sinabi ko, paulit-ulit lang. Basta ayun. Yun lang naman, for me.
Kasi nga, tulad rin ng sinabi ni na Ashley, it's really important rin na i-proofread pa rin siya.
Oo.
Alright, so, that ends our Q&A, Lane.
Alright, guys. So, this is where our entire program comes to an end for today. So, again, guys, we from the Visionaries team would like to thank you very much and to all of our viewers and supporters today who took their time to join the stream as well. So, we know na may mga YouTube channels rin kayo for your life labs, IPBAs rin, di ba? So, would you like to promote them here? Ano ba, guys? Gusto nyo ba na
Of course.
nyo yung, nyo, di ba?
Yes, hindi
Magtulungan
naman
tayo.
record. But merong subscription wars sa classroom every Thursday. Like like every live club time, makita mo na lang, subscribe ka sa channel ko, bilis na. Gamitin mo personal account mo. And yes, ganoon rin ako kahit sa ibang grade.
So, ano ba yung name ng channel nyo? Para ma-promote naman natin sa grade 10.
Siyempre, The
Ano
Coffee
yan?
Nook, of course.
The Coffee Nook?
Yes.
Yan, okay.
Ay,
How about
familiar
Ash naman?
thing.
How about Ash? Would you like to promote your channel ba?
Like what I've said, it's not required, but what we have is Cal Fragrance, and our channel is first based off fragrance. And I've sent the links to Kuya JM for that.
Yes, nasend niyo naman sa amin. Nasend niyo sa amin, pero I want to know kung alin ba dun yung sa inyo. para lang sure rin kami.
Kuya, anong group namin ulit? Group 5, if I remember correctly. Group 5, I think. Group 5 or 6. Wala na, kuya.
Okay, so that ends our program for today. It was extremely exciting and fun, especially as first-time streamers din kami, to conduct this sort of activity. And I'm hoping that you all liked it as well. And that kahit pa paano, even though kayo rin yung in-interview namin, na may natutuhan rin kayo from us. So,
Yes.
thank you again to my tech team, Shiloh, Jaybelin, Kenneth, for managing our slides and the stream, and of course to our fellow hosts. So thank you rin of course finally to Matthew and Ashley for your time and your effort to be here on our stream today. So we'll see each other again soon, this Wednesday. So very soon again in our next stream. So that ends it all. Goodbye everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you.
Thank you.